You have had a weekend really trying to sort through some of the hundreds of images that have come in from this particular story of the Paris attacks. Describe what you were looking for and what were some of the most significant images.
Well, this is one of those stories that has multiple locations. We know the terror attacks happened right across Paris, but it's not just in Paris. We've had elements of the story in Turkey and Belgium. We had arrests in Belgium over the weekend, and last night, of course, France has launched some bombing raids across parts of Syria. So we've had pictures from there as well. Not just that, but various political reactions from across the world, from David Cameron, from President Obama, and now today we've got the G20 summit happening in Turkey, so there's various reactions happening there.
I think returning to Friday night, I think everybody was so shocked by what happened, and there were some terrible images coming out. Frightening even when you weren't able to see graphic specifics. How do you decide as picture editor what to go ahead and show?
We've got to be very careful that what we show isn't going to upset viewers and is maintaining the dignity of victims. So we're having a look at what we've got, and we've got to be careful while having said that, not to ignore the fact that there's a serious story underway, that people are dying. We can't sanitize it too far so that we miss the point of the story entirely. So we've got to illustrate as best we can the events that are happening. Ambulances, police vehicles, that kind of thing. We can show the likes of stretchers. We'd rather not show dead bodies, although it's not impossible that we might show something like that at a distance or covered or something like that.
I'm looking, you're sitting at a desk, you're surrounded by screens, no surprise there as you are picture editor. But what is it that you're looking at today, and what story are you trying to get across?
Well, I'm entirely focused on this story, but there are different elements of it. Just about half an hour ago, we had a silence right across Europe and possibly other parts of the world. So my focus through a lot of the morning was to identify the different live feeds of that silence in London, in Paris, in Brussels, in Turkey as well, one or two other places, and to give very clear information to the studio gallery about where they would find all those different sources. But we're also looking at the latest developments from the G20 and how they're reacting to what's happened.
We're going to get into that on Outside Source as well. Thanks very much, David. I'm just going to walk back to our desk.